Hey guys, so this lesson we're going to talk about the law of sines. Okay, now first off, law of sines is good for any triangle. Okay, where like the Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, that's only good for right triangles. What I'm going to teach you is good for all. But before we get started, we need to talk about how to correctly label a triangle. Okay, now angles are always going to be denoted by a capital letter. Now, unlike a right triangle where C was always the hypotenuse, we don't have one side that's special on a normal, regular, non-right triangle. Okay, we're all special, but we're, not different. Okay, it does not matter where you label your angle A, but what is important, that side A is across from it. So once you put big A here, little a goes there. If I put big B here, little b has to be across. Now we have no other choice, big C and little c. Okay, so it's always important to know how to label a triangle, and it's going to be important to always draw a triangle for every single problem. Okay, now here is the law of sines. It's little a over sine of big A. So the side over sine of the angle is equal to the side of B over sine of big B equals little c over sine of big C. Now I'm not giving you an equation with two equal signs. I'm just showing you that A over sine of its angle is equivalent to any other letter. Okay? Now, there is going to be a way to tell if you can use the law of sines. So, you need all of a letter. Meaning, I need big A, little a, big B, little b, big C, little c. I need all of a letter. Okay? So, let's talk about my calculator right there. Let's get my keyboard out of the way. So, let's do a problem. So here we go. Solve for a triangle. I'm just going to do that. Given big A is 33 degrees, big B is 105, and little b is 37.9. So when I ask you to solve all of a triangle, meaning I need to know of all of A, all of B, and all of C's answers. So let's go ahead and start off by drawing a triangle. Okay, A, little a, B. Okay, I'm going to get a different color pen to label. So we know big A is 33 degrees, big B is 105, and little b is 37.9. So you see, we can actually use the law of sines because I have big B and little b. Okay, that is important. Now, before I even get started, can I find big C, angle C, without using any trigonometry? Okay, and the answer is yes. That's right, we're going to go back to geometry. What is all the angles of a triangle add up to? Correct, it's 180 degrees. So I'm going to subtract the two angles given. And I'm going to put it into my calculator, and I'm going to choose calculate, and then get 42 degrees. Okay, so there's an answer. And I'm going to just fill in my triangle as I go. Okay. Make sure you don't draw your triangle too small, because sometimes if you draw it too small, it gets cluttered. Okay, so now we have little b and big B. So I'm going to go ahead and start off half of my problem. So it's 37.9 over sine of 105. Now here's where we got to choose. Do we solve for little a first, or little c first? Does it matter? And the answer is no. But I'm a creature of habit, so if you can't choose, A comes first in the alphabet, so let's find little a. Again, Does it matter? And the answer is no. So we don't know little a. So it'd be sine, and big A is what? Okay, 33 degrees. Now, I am not going to touch this calculator until I'm absolutely ready, because we don't want to change our answers due to rounding issues, okay? Can y'all see that? So what we're going to do, we have two fractions on each side, so we're going to cross multiply. So I get 37.9 sine of 33 equals, and now I'm going to cross multiply the other way, a sine of 105. Okay, I am solving for little a. So this will be sine of 105 over sine of 105. So these cancel out, and a equals. I should have grabbed a calculator. So give me half a second. I'm getting a calculator that y'all can see a little bit better. Now, we are not going to put this thing into the calculator all at once. No, 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 no. So for the calculator, I want you to type in the top. Okay, before we get started, let's make sure we are in degrees. Ooh, we have to be in degrees. Hit enter. Okay, so now I'm going to type in, let's see, is that, okay, schmucks, shmush. Okay, so 37.9 sine of 33. Now you're going to hit enter. Do not write this number down. Now we're going to hit divide, and now we're going to type in the bottom. So let's put parentheses around it, so sine of 105. You see I have two opened, and let's make two closed. Enter. So I got 21, let's call it 0.4. Okay. So for the calculator, so step one, top first. Second, enter. Third, division, parentheses, bottom. Yes, fourth step, enter. Trust me, if you do this every time, you're going to get always the right answer. If you try to put it in as one, you're going to more than likely get a wrong answer. Okay, now, speaking of wrong answers, here's the thing. We cannot guarantee you this answer is correct. My advice is never use an answer you calculated unless you have to. Okay, so I know B is correct. Why? Because they gave it to us. So I'm going to reuse B. Now, yes, I'm going to have to calculate using big C, the one I calculated. First, I'm hoping we all know how to subtract well with the calculator, you know. So we're going to find little c over sine of 42. Now we're going to do the exact same step as we did over here. So we're going to cross multiply. So I get 37.9 sine of 42. And then multiply here, and I get c sine of 105. Okay, now I'm solving for little c, so I got to move sine of 105. Remember, it's a package deal, so I'm going to divide all of that over. Okay. So c equals, now again, we're going to type this in slowly. Let me hit clear. Clear, clear, clear. So 37.9 sine of 42, enter. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Now you can. Divided by sine of 105. That should be a 5. And I get 26.3. Okay. So by the end, we should have 3 answers. Okay. I hope this is helping you.